pull deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole as Ricky's blood just drains out of him. And with that, we are going to cut to a new section here of Call of Cthulhu, where Mason and Charlie are still alive. Huzzah!
Hey, we're still here.
Okay. But to all of our viewers, welcome to my comic production on Twitch. On Mondays, this is our Call of Cthulhu game, and I am Becca, the keeper of the arcane lore, and I cannot do this alone. First, thanks goes to JD, our producer, who gets us going on time and make sure we look all right in the boxes, which were drawn by Kelly Peck. She makes us look just gorgeous every week. And also to Phantom of Truth, who is moderating for us. We are really appreciative of that and know that you have your Google page open, ready to tell us what life was really like in 1923, and then we won't just keep, making things up.
Or we will.
I mean,
probably make a couple of things up. Yeah.
All the time. All the time. But I'm going to play a game without my investigators. So to reintroduce them, we have Rachel and Paul playing Charlie and Mason. Charlie is our fast race car driver who's young, impressionable, and loves to eat food. Mason, our boxer with a family, and what secrets do you have, Mason, hidden deep inside you?
None. Open book. I'm a family man.
Family man. So simple. And then finally tonight, we have a new investigator joining the group, Jenny. She's going to be playing Gertrude Bretz. Gertrude Bretz. Like I couldn't even help you make this character. So the party will meet her tonight and probably rope her into all of the super safe and logical stuff that they have decided to do.
Yeah. Haven't done anything sketchy or probably illegal or nothing of that sort. No one really guns in alleyways for no apparent reason.
Hey, we didn't actually end up doing that.
You did it. You guys left Paris before you did. But that does bring us to our recap about what happened last week. So, our investigators, Charlie and Mason, Nellie and Ricky, arrived in Lausanne, Switzerland, in the early morning and found a cafe so that Charlie could eat her croissant du chocolat and discovered the home and taxidermy shop of Edgar and William Wellington. They met up with Edgar. They thought William was quiet, seeing as he was a mute from the war. And the group thought Edgar was a little on the sketchy side.
He is.
As he claimed to have the Sedefkar scrolls, claimed they were in a bank vault, and claimed to only want, like 250 pounds for them. That's all, right?
Just a couple $1,000.
Yeah. Totally legit. Like, I don't know why you're worried at all. And as they were debating this, another apparent customer arrived. The Duke des Essient, a rotund middle-aged Frenchman. After everyone kind of agreed to meet at Le Chat Noir at 6 o'clock, this evening to kind of verify the Sadathgar scrolls, authenticate them, and then purchase them potentially. The group left with the Duke to go on a bit of sightseeing. The Duke took you to the cathedral. You guys kind of looked around. You guys decided you wanted to go in the crypts, at which point the Duke was like, dude, peace, I'm out, because I can't fit, and not because it's super scary, super sketch, and why in the world would you want to?
I opted against it.
Not loud enough, apparently.
I've been that person. I understand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The voice of reason, who's never listened to.
I mean, it's Cthulhu. Are you really supposed to listen to reason? No. Come on.
Not really. Not really at all. And so the group went into the crypts, discovered
Zombies.
a lot of dead bodies, and one that was still undead, and turned out to be a zombie. Charlie and Ricky stayed and shot their guns. Charlie less eloquently as Ricky.
It's because we didn't practice in the alley.
That is very true. You did not practice in the alley, and it was apparent. Nellie and Mason ran a bit away to kind of make themselves safer and not get in the way. At which point, Mason decided to run back and left Nellie alone, where she found herself surrounded by some mists, which ended up caressing her cheeks and calling her his sweet little chicken.
Sweet little chicken.
LeComte Benedict arrived to remind her that he could follow her anywhere. At which point, the zombie was finished, the group all got together, the Count disappeared, they stumbled out into the daytime and found a whole bunch of police officers arriving on scene, at which point several stealth rolls were successful, several more were less successful. There was some yelling, some lying, and some just running. And
Mostly running.
the group escaped. That is French for escaped. And made it out back into the cold January air. At which point, we are going to catch up and begin our evening here tonight. Nellie is clearly upset about her encounter. And she and Ricky decide to go and find a hotel to stay at for the evening. Mainly because once you guys get your scrolls, you won't be running to jump on the train right away. You'll need to spend the evening. And she also just wants to have a bit of a lie down. It was decided between the four of you that Charlie and Mason would go and scout out the Chat Noir, make sure it was not like there weren't as many negative influences. They perchance won't become ambushed, attacked, and robbed if they already have a lay of the land. I don't know why you guys don't seem to be able to trust Edgar Wellington, but that's the sad truth. So you guys arrive at the cafe.
Good. Question at this point. It is just her and me, Charlie and I,
Yes.
sitting there.
Walking in, yep.
Okay, yeah, walking in. Okay.
Okay.
I guess... What time is it at this point?
At this point, it is about noon. You have
Okay.
about 6 hours until you're supposed to be meeting Edgar here.
Did we already check out the cathedral?
Yep.
Where the crypts were.
Oh, right. Maybe I did opt to go to the... I wanted to go to the cathedral. I didn't want to do the crypts, but I wanted to do the cathedral.
Yes, and for some reason you guys don't want to do the museum, and I don't understand why.
Oh, no, I want to do the museum.
Oh, that is what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah, I have in my notes that says, start by going to the museum, and then go to the meeting at 6.
Excellent. So, you're here to just kind of check out the cafe really fast. Also, Charlie was kind of whining about how hungry she was, I assume.
For the usual.
Yep, I was gonna mention that.
Like we know, Charlie. So you are here. You are getting some snacks, some luncheons, and you look over, and the woman that you spot sitting in this cafe strikes you as an American Nelly. Professor-ish, but clearly not sophisticated English. There's something that looks like maybe it's like the untucked shirt or the slightly smudged like across like on her cheek as if she was thinking and scratched her chin. But she kind of looks up super excited, and she sees you guys walk in, and you guys unfortunately do stand out a bit of a sore thumb, especially when you attempt to speak French to order your food. And she can easily recognize you also as Americans.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at ordering croissants in French, though. So
Yeah, rather than... Would you order like a donut or
a breakfast sandwich?
breakfast sandwich? Yeah. Gosh. So I guess I have a question for you. Are you staring us down, or are you like waiting in line behind us?
I am probably kind of off to the side. I've already gotten my cup of coffee or whatever, and kind of watching you guys as you come in. Definitely, oh, I should talk to these people. It's kind of all over. And if I see you tripping over your French, I will just come over and butt in like an obnoxious American would, and I will order your food for you in flawless French.
Beautiful. I guess in that case, I will say thank you. Are you a translator?
No. Well, I'm something of an academic. Or, well, I was something of an academic.
What?
I'm sort of between gigs at the moment, if you will pardon the expression.
Okay. It's unfortunate that my friend Dr. Nelly isn't here. She is also an academic. She is currently securing our hotel room for the night.
I see, but she's actually a doctor. Like you did call her Dr. Nelly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Becca, but she is Dr. Nelly Newton. Is that right?
She's not a medical doctor. She is a doctor of like anthropology or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, one of those academics. Yes. No, I'm more of the practical kind myself. And as I kind of put my hand up very visibly, and you see just different chemical scars kind of up my arms, different calluses on my fingers.
I wouldn't be smart enough to know to call you a chemist. I guess I would ask what type of science you do, or that such.
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. You know, you mix the chemicals together, fiddle with the electrics a little bit, blow up a laboratory, and you get kicked out of the university. Who cares?
All right. Interesting. I don't know what to tell her.
So what are you doing here? This isn't exactly a tourist spot for Americans.
Yeah, we are here because we got a letter from a Edgar Wellington
Mr. Wellington.
Yeah. Do you know him?
I know him by reputation. I'm actually hoping to meet him later on.
Ah, why is that?
Oh, you know, this and that. Just some oddities, some antiquities that he has that might be of use.
I see. Would those antiquities be the Sedefkar scrolls that he has been boasting of?
Yes. Is that what you're after too?
We're interested. Well, I shouldn't say we all. Nellie is very interested in studying the Sedefkar scrolls as they have come up in our travels. And we just want to either make a copy or interpret them so that we understand how they work.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, Dr. Edgar Wellington had mentioned that to a duke that it could bring a life to people. However, if you have been told this, we would disagree with this statement based on the research that Nellie has done and discussions that we've had about it.
So it can't really bring the dead back, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't want to. I see you, Becca. I agree, and I know that is probably what it does, but.
No, I was just going to ask, well, what do you call a zombie? But no, please continue.
Yeah, no, you're right. My boxing brain does not allow that to make sense yet. Anyways, so if you've heard these rumors, they are not necessarily true, but it is a historical document, and that is what we find interesting about it.
So your interest is in the antiquity side of it, not so much the occult side of things.
Correct. Yes.
Don't believe in the occult, do we?
Do you?
I've seen some things, but it's not fit to talk about here.
I see. Well, we are on our way to the museum. I don't know if you enjoy things like that, but
I love music.
Welcome to join us. I gesture over to Charlie and check her approval. And
I'm gleefully eating 6 croissants.
Well, I know that we're not, as snooty as the British, but still, I suppose introductions are a good thing, right? Do they still do that?
Yes, and I take it you're not from here then? Where are you from?
Well, here and there. Mostly I've been in Geneva for a while. I've spent some time in Istanbul. I also... I hail originally from San Francisco, but that's a long time ago, ancient history. I don't really talk about that or care about that at the moment. What about you? Where are you from?
I'm pretty sure I'm from America. 1 second as I check my... Yes, I am from America. But I have recently been... I recently moved to... Where did I move to? No, it wasn't Switzerland. I could be wrong. Wales.
Wales?
No. Wales, Austria.
Oh.
That is where my family is living.
Very nice.
And yes, so that's where I'm from. Also, I am Mason. I almost called myself Miles. I'm Mason Watts, and this is...
I'm Charlie. I'm Charlie.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Watts and Miss Charlie. I am Gertrude Bretz. And that's all there is about me. I'm from San Francisco, like I said, a long time ago. I'm sure you haven't heard of the family at all. Or you don't get out that much in social circles past San Francisco.
I see.
Are the croissants good, Charlie?
You want one? And I'm gonna offer a heavy one.
Oh no, I mustn't. Thank you. I appreciate it. And is it just the two of you?
Go ahead. I've been talking a lot.
No, our friends got a hotel for the day because they have.
Oh right, Dr. Nelly, you mentioned her. I'm sorry, I'm
Mhm.
a little bit
another
feather-brained.
But yeah, they weren't feeling well after our adventure in the cathedral earlier.
Oh dear. Did you go up too high? Was it a little lightheaded?
We went too low.
Someone was actually shooting up the place, so we got out of there rather quickly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's interesting. Such a interesting town.
Indeed.
But anyways, we are on our way to the museum if you'd like to join us.
I would be delighted to join you. That sounds marvelous. I just came, to get the lay of the land. Make sure I knew where I was showing up tonight at 6. So.
Yes.
What a beautiful, serendipitous meeting.
Good. Is it walking distance, or do we have to take a cab, or?
It is all walking distance. Oh yeah. The Le Chat Noir and the cathedral are mere blocks away from each other.
Perfect.
Yeah. The museum is along the street you were on, just kind of past the cathedral. So it is simple enough to get to.
Perfect.
All right. So you guys set out on this lovely January day, and you get kind of a feel for the town. It feels, although it is noon, it feels as though it is perhaps a bit more gloomy than perhaps you would want it to be, especially after your encounter in the crypts.
I assume Nellie would have also told us of her encounter with the Duke. Wait, not the Duke.
The Count.
Count, thank you.
Yes, I believe she did at the last time. She was quite upset.
Yeah. She rolled lucky though, so.
Yes, she did.
What did the Count say? Follow the train?
Yes.
Interesting. Go ahead.
Did it mean the dream train or the real train?
Could have been both.
Okay, I just was wondering.
Good question.
I think the dream train.
I didn't even think about the dream train before, so I didn't know.
Although after just some background for you, Jenny, the train, as both her and Ricky had woken up, they felt it as a nightmare as being chased by zombie things? What are they? They were chased by something and woke up as a nightmare. Myself and Nellie woke up not nightmarish.
And which of you ate the food and which of you didn't?
See, I definitely didn't eat the food.
And I don't think Charlie did it. No, I think Charlie definitely ate the food.
Yeah,
Everyone
ate the food. I don't know if
else,
Nellie did, though.
Yes, everyone else ate and drank.
Because I saw you guys eat. I was in chat. I saw you guys eating the food. I'm like, no.
And I was one of those people that definitely did not eat.
Oh.
Anyways,
Okay.
The museum.
Yeah, you find an Italian Renaissance style building with a huge collection of ancient memorabilia, Roman coins, medals, vases, other things from the ancient Roman settlement that was once here. And the library next door has over 120,000 volumes. So this place is large. You are aware that if you wish to spend the next 6 hours in the museum, that is easy to do, and you still won't see all of it. There are also a lot of people moving in and out and through the library and the museum. Yeah.
And are these artifacts like from all over the world, or are they like divvied up into specific areas?
They are from the Roman settlement that was here near Lausanne. Chateau de Chillon, a very beautiful castle, is merely 20 kilometers away, and is known as a very old castle with some great there's some great evidence of the Roman legions being in this area. And so everything that is in this library is from this region, from this area. You don't have anything from outside.
Okay.
There's enough here to keep everyone occupied for plenty of time.
Excellent.
So,
I guess as an inquiry, I'm curious, is there anything about, is it the Otho statue? Because there's mention of the hands being stolen. And I was curious if I could find a painting or something that would have it in it with the hands.
Okay. Roll. So even though you're in the museums, you can still roll me a library used roll for figure that out. Charlie, are you looking for anything in particular?
I was thinking I'd probably just look around and see if I could see any more pictures of the Count again, because we did in the last museum that we saw, so.
Okay. Then why don't you give me a spot hidden, and if you are successful, make a luck roll.
I will also say I would probably be looking for that as well. I had mentioned that last stream. But
okay.
Yes. I gotta make a luck roll.
Oh, dang it.
I had a regular success on that library use roll. It's a 6.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Success. Okay. And Gertrude, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just traveling with these delightfully bizarre Americans?
Well, I am definitely traveling with these delightfully bizarre Americans, but I would also be looking for anything that strikes me as somewhat out of the ordinary. So if this is primarily a French Roman dig, I would be looking for anything that seems to be farther east, perhaps of Turkish origin or anything along those lines, and anything that has insect-like motifs.
Spot hidden roll.
Okay.
And a luck roll. All right. So we will start first with Mason. You rolled library use because you were looking for. Say again.
That is a great question. Oh, I was looking for the Otho statue, right. Something that I could see its hands.
Okay. Otho of Grandson. Right. You do come across some texts discussing the building construction of the cathedral, and you find out that Otho of Grandson was killed in a judicial duel in 1398. There aren't any pictures of the statue with hands, but many archaeologists, historians suspect that one of the hands would have been holding a sword, and perhaps the other one was holding, either an orb from signifying rulership, or maybe a shield, but usually shields aren't held out. They're held close to, the chest. So there's some debate about what could have been held by the hands. Many people assuming either a sword and a scepter, or a sword or a scepter, and like a king's orb. Charlie, you are looking for any sign of Count Fenelon in the ancient, and your spot hidden and your luck, were they both just regular successes?
Yeah, just regular.
Okay. You do find some discussion of, like, it's funny that all the way out here in Lausanne would have anything about Count Fenelon, because, well, let's be honest, that was a Paris thing, a Parisian thing. However, you do, in your kind of wandering around, you do come across a duchess who had traveled to Paris and had returned before the revolution started, and she has a sketch of Count Fenelon next to her diary page. Like, underneath glass, you can't flip through her diary or anything, and just discusses, like, the intense look of the man and how he made her blood run cold. And kind of next to it, there is the scholarly historical notes of, well, this man was arrested on the eve of the revolution. It came to light that he was into various nefarious and unsettling pleasures. Things that you've learned about in Paris, but it's just fascinating to see that someone all the way out here had run into him and was unsettled by him. You wish you could turn the page, because you're fairly certain on the next page there would be something about my sweet little chicken.
Dang it.
Something to share with.
I would share that with Mason and let him know what I found.
I enjoy grossing out the chat. And then Gertrude, how was your spot hidden and luck rolls?
So I failed both.
Okay.
But I was going to ask if I could push my spot hidden, because I'm paranoid about bugs in particular.
Oh, yes, you may definitely push it. Roll it again and tell me if you succeed or not.
Oh boy.
Yes, I did succeed that time. In fact, that would be a hard success, or whatever the mid-range success is.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Cool. So you are looking for some sort of buggy thing, and you happen to find a it's a brooch carved from bronze, and while many people would ascribe the shape to be a scarab beetle, in fact that's what some of the historical notes are, next to it. You find it too segmented, too kind of humped to truly be a beetle, and it definitely unnerves you.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta ask, are you afraid of bugs?
Maybe just a little.
Phobia.
All right. Thank you for that. That's good. So I'm keeping my eye kind of wherever that brooch is. I'm just keeping an eye there as I go.
And I have one more question. Do I see anything that's like a key? Because I'm looking for long term. I'm looking for something that could unlock my pocket watch, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Not here, although there is one artifact that kind of reminds you of a key, and you wouldn't have looked at it except for the fact that you're specifically looking for something that could open this pocket watch. And yeah, it doesn't have like the right shape of a key that you would see today. But there's something about it that you go, okay, I'm looking for something like that. Thin, long, and it's probably going to be like curved in a strange way.
So I found something similar to what I would be looking for.
Yeah. So you're starting to get an idea of what you need and whether or not you'll be able to, to make it, or if you will be able to find it, but you're getting a little bit of a better idea of what exactly it is.
Okay. That's helpful.
Yeah. Gertrude, as someone who speaks fluent French, will you give me a listen roll?
Absolutely. I can listen. Sometimes. I can just barely listen.
Okay, you overhear a couple of the museum patrons just discussing a recent suicide and how it is very frustrating that there seems to be like one a month.
Interesting one. So, can I like move to where I can hear a little bit better or more?
Yeah. And that, I mean, you can definitely get closer. Are you going to try to be sneaky about it?
Yeah. I can't really do that very well, but sure.
Okay. Charlie's great at it, right?
I'll probably knock something over on my way. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I definitely knock something over as I'm approaching them.
All right. So you two, Charlie and Mason, also notice that Gertrude has been eavesdropping on a pair of patrons who look up at her, kind of glare, and walk off, and you hear them mutter about Americans and not knowing how to walk correctly.
Classic.
Oh my goodness. I don't know who put that thing there. Ow.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. It's just, I run into things sometimes. It happens.
Would I have happened to have heard the name Thomas de Broy?
Give me a listen roll.
Nope, I didn't.
Okay. No, you had not.
Okay.
You just know that Gertrude was attempting to
Listen in
to somebody.
I'll ask her, hear anything interesting?
Yes. I heard that there's been a new suicide every month or so. Which seems problematic.
It's not ideal. I did read in the newspaper about a Thomas who recently committed suicide. Apparently
Where was this?
He was the first. What's that?
Where was this?
I don't think. No, I don't know where. I just saw it in the obituary.
Interesting.
Hadn't thought of anything of it. I had mentioned that was the first one of the year, but maybe last year there have been quite a few.
Perhaps. I wish that I could have heard more, but it somehow collided with that stand over there and knocked it down before I could catch any more of what they were talking about, which is unfortunate.
Slightly mockingly, I'm going to say it's also not the most polite thing to eavesdrop on people.
Oh, that could explain part of the reason why I was such an abysmal failure when it came to society. Oh, well.
Good. Good.
That's what grandfather meant. Okay.
Nice. Is there anything else of note around?
Nothing really else of note.
Anything of unnote?
Low note?
Unnote?
You do find some games that the Roman soldiers used to play, including one that has a very strange 12-sided stone carved, perhaps for some sort of game of chance.
I want to try and play that game. Can I play that game?
No, the museum. Oh, I know there's a term for it. Come on, Phantom, where are you?
Like a curator?
Thank you, curator. There you go. Kind of like leans over and says, no, monsieur. The, thank you, docent. Thanks, JM. Leans over and says, no, monsieur. You may not take the rock out and play with it. It is just to be observed.
Can I ask him if he can turn the page of the journal?
But not normally. Is there a reason why?
I've just heard a lot about this Count person, and I wanted to see if there was anything else in this journal about him.
We're doing. We have a friend who's doing research on the Count, and any information we can bring back to her would be of note.
If she would like to come in and submit an application for viewing of the journal, or if you would like to submit an application yourself, then we could potentially turn the page. But the journal, it's not, how do you say, sturdy. So we cannot just go and turn the pages. There has to be a reason why.
How long do the applications take?
Oh, no longer than 3 weeks.
Thank you.
Maybe.
I'm gonna stomp off angrily.
Given into that American vibe, I guess.
Yep, 100%.
Stigma.
I'm sorry.
Tried to flirt with him.
Oh yeah, I forget sometimes that you're like a little girl.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do?
I think I'm all right. I think I'm ready for this viewing of
All right.
the Car Scrolls.
I would actually like to go to the docent and ask for a copy of the application.
He directs you to the front, who directs you to another office, who directs you to an official who finds an application, stamps it, and hands it to you.
And is this one of those that you have to submit the blue form to the person wearing the pink jacket on a Wednesday, and then they'll send you back to get the pink form?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. You know exactly what it is.
Yes, bureaucracy. All right, but I have a stamped application. Okay, I will take that.
All right. So you guys return to Le Chat Noir. You are there. You know you will meet Edgar and the Duke. And as you were reading at about 5:55, drinking some lovely wine, enjoying some very nice pasta, another gentleman strolls in, sees you, waves, and sits down at this booth that you have procured. He has blonde hair, blue eyes, 6 feet tall, Russian lineage. He is dressed immaculately, and he's down with a certain debonair air of, I'm supposed to be here and you're welcome. And so he turns and orders a very nice bottle of wine for the table and introduces himself as Maximilian van der Wertheim. Hello, my friends. I am Maximilian. Or Maximilian. You may call me Max. Do not worry. I am also here to see the scrolls with the Duke and Edgar. Unfortunately, he will be running a little bit late. He had some last-minute things to tie up in his shop, so we shall chat until then, yeah?
Sure.
Of course, nothing like drinking with the enemy.
He holds out his hand to you, Gertrude. Do you take it?
Yes.
And you, my dear, and he kisses the back of your hand. What is your name?
My name is Gertrude Brett.
Oh, Mademoiselle Brett. You are delightful. And you, sir! Such muscles you have, no?
I am a pro boxer.
I can see. I will have to bet on you the next time you match. When is the next match?
My next match is January 19th
Soon.
in Zurich. Yes, very soon.
Oh, in Zurich? That is a great town, Zurich. Yes. And you are a vision of beauty.
I'm gonna hold my hand out so he can kiss it and say, "I'm Charlie."
He does kiss it and then holds it gently because you do not seem to be pulling away from him.
Perfect.
Charlie, I sparkle. It is mesmerizing.
I know.
Oh God.
Can I interest you in some of this wine? And a very nice bottle arrives, 1816. Bordeaux.
Is there a drinking age? I know this is the 20s, but I want to tell her that she's not allowed to.
This is the 20s in France. No?
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Cool. I mean, I figured, but I thought I'd ask. I almost feel like a parent of hers.
She might need that.
It's fine.
He will pour a glass for everyone, tip his back, and then orders escargot.
I see. Well, interesting to see you here. So you already mentioned you're here because of what Edgar has. What has he told you?
I'm here to investigate his scrolls. For you see, I need it to change my fortune. See, I am von Wertheim, and our family estates in Germany, they're most beautiful. You, my dear Charlie, you would look divine in them. And, well, my father, he was going to entrust them to me as his eldest. But on his deathbed, my brother stole my birthright from me. He convinced my father to change his will at the last minute, and when my father passed, I was left with nothing. I was run out of my own estate. I was left with nothing. I was penniless for so long. So, I heard about the scroll. FYI, he embellishes this enough to extend to 30 minutes to an hour.
Oh gosh.
To an hour and a half.
Yeah, Gertrude wasn't going to drink, but she's definitely drinking at this point.
Awesome. Yeah, it is a tragedy, and he goes back and he fills you in on all the details. And I mean, besides the evil brother, there was the conniving stepmother. There was the kitchen maid who he was in love with, who got sold off somewhere, and he can never find her. There's the his long lost best friend who left for the war, came back a different man. They didn't understand each other anymore. He looked for him for help, fell in love with that man's wife, and got they're not friends anymore. I mean, it continues. It is the pinnacle of a story. And after an hour and a half, for all of those of you who were drinking through all of this,
I was not. I did have a glass because can't pass up a good wine.
I'm going to need you, if you were drinking because of this story, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution roll.
We're good.
It's close.
Excellent. So you were delightfully buzzed, so that this story is not grating on your nerves like it probably could be. But you're not drunk. But yeah, after even an hour and a half, so it is 7:30 now. Edgar and the Duke have yet to show up.
We're across the street, is that right?
No, Le Chat Noir, it's the cafe that he recommended was not directly across the street from the taxidermist. That was a different cafe. This one is a bit further away, but you could still get to the taxidermist in a few minutes.
I guess I would suggest to all of us that we should go to the taxidermist.
Yeah.
Building.
Good point. We should go find Edgar. I am so sorry, my friends. It appears I do not have my wallet on me. Would you be so kind as to pay the bill?
How would you?
Sure, I've got it.
Oh, thank you. You are a true delight of the American way.
Indeed. What did you say your name was again?
Maximilian von Wertheim.
Excellent.
Yeah, that bill. What's your credit rating?
It's 50, but I don't intend to pay it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, your credit rating will cover the bill.
Okay.
And he stands up and he heads out the door. So someone has to pay the bill.
Gotcha.
I was expecting that. I'm not gonna lie.
Indeed. Well, Granddaddy's gonna be happy with me, but that's fine.
Yeah, so I guess do we find Edgar or the Duke at their shop?
If you would like to go back to the taxidermist, you definitely can. As you do watch, it is overcast and a cold rain begins to fall.
Go ahead.
You get to the taxidermist shop, and it has a closed sign up. The door is shut.
Is it locked?
No.
Okay. Oh boy. Seems to be no one's home.
I guess I have a question. Would it be smarter to go to the, what did he say, the bank was holding the scrolls?
Yes, however, it is currently nearly 8:30 at night.
Yeah, the bank's going to be closed up tight.
All right. Well, I guess we open the. I'm gonna
Yeah,
open
we should
the door.
we should ring the doorbell a couple times.
Are there doorbells at this time?
There's a doorbell.
Yeah, there's a doorbell or a door knocker or something.
Yeah, because we had to ring the doorbell for them to let us in when we originally went there, remember?
I missed that, but cool. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Who's going to ring the doorbell?
Me. I'm going to ring it like 6 times.
Nobody answers.
Can I see anything through the windows? Because I know we were upstairs when we were talking with him the first time. Is there anything to be seen from outside?
Make a spot hidden check.
That is a hard success.
Wow.
Okay, as you kind of step back and look up, this is the room that you suspect to be Edgar's, and there is a light flickering. Perhaps a lamp or gas light is still on in his bedroom. If you go kind of to the side and look up into the room that is the kitchen, you see there is another light upstairs.
Okay. I suppose I'll gesture to the rest of the group. I'll say, it appears that Edgar is likely inside. Shall we see if he is available?
Well, he didn't answer the door when we rang the bell several times, but we could always poke our head in and yell, I suppose. And I will do that. I will just open the door, and you know how you do when you would knock on someone's house door and they don't open and you stick your head in and you're like, hello. That is what I will do.
There is no answer.
Excellent.
Can we get out our torches?
Ah, yes, that great English word for flashlight, the torch.
Yes.
Yeah. I suppose we should make sure he is well, since he is supposed to be meeting all 4 of us.
Does seem to constitute what they term reasonable cause. Can I look back in the street and see if I see a constable walking the beat? Or I guess
give me a luck roll.
Look, okay. Well, I rolled a 6.
Okay. So that is a...
Luck is sort of in the middle of your page, middle left.
Oh, luck. I thought you said look. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, luck.
Luck.
Okay, a 6. It is... Well, with a 6 in luck, Gertrude, do you want to see a constable walking the beat?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. Good call. Good call.
I'm a decent, law-abiding American citizen. Yes, I want to see a constable.
Okay. There is one walking by, whistling to himself.
Pardon, monsieur.
Oui? Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Come on over. Sorry, that's the extent of Jenny's French.
Okay. Oui, c'est pas. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Well, we have an appointment with this gentleman, and he hasn't shown up, and it looks like the light is on in his room, but he's not coming down when we've rang the doorbell and called in to him and everything, so we're concerned for his safety. Would you...
Okay. Would you like to wait here? I can go and investigate.
Yes.
For you?
That would be lovely. Thank you. What was your name, dear?
Oh, sure. Throw out what's the French guy's name.
It's Jean. It's always Jean.
It's Jacques.
Jacques.
French last name. Yes, ladies. It is Jacques Roy.
Well, Officer Roy, yes, we will wait here for you. Thank you so very much.
All right.
This poor guy. I feel really bad right now because he's gonna go in and see something awful.
It's kind of what I'm feeling.
Better than Charlie.
Yeah, better him than any of our sanity.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly sane.
I'm pretty sane too.
I don't trust. I don't trust you.
I didn't lose sanity during character creation. That didn't happen.
Good.
Okay. After a few minutes, he returns to the door, steps out, pulls it shut, and says, "Excuse me, mademoiselle. You cannot see inside. This is now a closed investigation scene. I need you to give me your names and the hotel you are staying at, so we can ask you for any more information regarding what has occurred here tonight."
May I ask? I assume something not good has happened. Are there 2 or 1 people upstairs?
There are 2.
I see. And remind me if I'm wrong. The Duke is a larger man. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask if one of the men is larger.
He says, "Well, but the younger brother, William Wellington, was a larger man than his brother Edgar."
So you know the people who live here?
Oh, yes. The Wellington Fee, the Wellington brothers.
So is it both of them that are upstairs?
How do you know the Wellington brothers?
They were supposed to sell us an item later this evening, which is why we are here. One of the other fellows has not shown up either. He might be a good person to start looking for. And I'll explain the Duke to him.
Oh, the Duke. The Duke would be not involved in this, I do not think. But he is also looking for the scroll that you are wishing to purchase?
That is my understanding. He was with us earlier today, but has since not shown for this appointment.
All right, very well. We will visit the Duke. And was it just you 3 who are interested in this scroll along with the Duke?
Well, there was Maximilian, the whatever his name was.
I assume Maximilian's with us, though. Is that correct?
No, he walked out.
Oh, yeah, he did walk out.
He did a dine and dash.
Okay. I thought he had walked over here with us when I suggested we all go look for Edgar.
Oh, he totally agreed with you that you guys should go walk over there. But he never made it over here with you. He walked out of the cafe while you guys were settling the bill.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, then I guess he is also someone you might look for. Although he has been with us for the last hour.
Except that he wasn't for a few minutes while we were busy settling his food bill. Bar bill.
Correct.
Good to know. Thank you. I'll be looking for, and I assume you will give the police your real names?
No.
Okay. What names do you give the police?
Nancy Bell.
Nancy Bell.
I don't know if I want. I feel like I shouldn't, just based on all of the terrible things that have happened around my name.
Okay. Mademoiselle and Monsieur?
I'll let her go first. If she says her real name, I'll say mine, but if she doesn't, hard passing.
No, since you didn't, I guess I would probably not either.
Ooh, actually, no, I would definitely give my real name, because the other, well, I never actually told the other guy my name. I just told him I was a boxer. But I know for a fact that Charlie and her gave him their name. So I would tell him that my name's Mason.
Okay, Mason Watts. Okay. Charlie, what are you saying your name is?
Jane. Just Jane.
Jane Eyre.
There
Love
we go.
All right. Okay. Okay, and do you have a place you are staying?
We're only here for one night. We were here to inquire about this, but here's this. The sale will not occur.
Okay. Nellie and Ricky went to the train station museum. There's, or not museum, hotel. Sorry, the train station hotel. There's one attached to every station.
I just let him know we're staying there. I guess no harm in that.
I will tell him that I was staying at the hotel where I stayed, where I have been staying since I've been here, which is probably not the train station hotel.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Does he leave, or?
He does not walk away with you standing in front of this building. He kind of looks at you.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't just linger.
Can I ask him what happened? Like,
you may, and he, I'm assuming translating through Gertrude here, tells you it is no good scene for a young lady.
what does that mean?
It means it was horrible, dear.
Not good things happened.
Okay.
Well,
guys...
perhaps a bit of a nightcap.
You guys begin to walk away.
But I do want to keep glancing over my shoulder, waiting for the night watch to leave.
Same.
Okay. Roll me a stealth, Mason.
Happily. Oh gosh, do I even push that? I don't have good.
It's not that bad. Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad. I was looking at the other one.
Yeah. I don't want to push it. I'm not going to push it.
Okay. He does not move as long as he can see you.
I will happily round a corner.
Okay.
Maybe
what is your plan?
I think my plan is to circle the block, and then is there a back door? Would I have seen a back door? I would like to.
I'm not sure you saw one, but you are fairly certain there is one.
I would probably go looking for that back door.
Okay. Charlie and Gertrude.
Yeah, I would also want to circle around and try to get in the back if we can. But I'm not going to leave Charlie staying on the street corner alone either. So it will depend on what Charlie does.
Okay. It does not seem like you are spotted by the officer. Then you do find the back door. Excuse me. First time yawning, now I got the hiccups. Oof.
And a question, is he still out front, or has he left at this point?
He has left. You have the feeling you have mere minutes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and do my best to get inside and be quick about finding anything helpful and avoiding looking at a dead person.
Okay. So you enter through the back, and this is the workroom. You still have your flashlights, and you see, kind of that leftover scraps of, clearly they were stuffing a dog, probably somebody's pet, and maybe a duck, someone's trophy. It smells of formaldehyde and something else terrible. And you do see the stairs that go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, head up them. To the left is Edgar's bedroom. To the right is the bathroom in William's bedroom, and in front of you is the kitchen.
Which light is on?
There is one in Edgar's room, and there's one on in the kitchen.
I would probably go to William's room. Oh wait, no, I'd go to Edgar's room.
Okay. As you walk in, you see there is a body on the bed.
Oh, God. I want to look so bad to see how he died, but I am not giving in to that temptation. Is there a side dresser or anything that would have like a journal or any sort of...
Like to examine the room, you may, but you will need to make a sanity check to enter the bedroom with a dead body.
All right, sanity check.
Most people think that's terrifying.
I succeeded.
All right, you do not lose any sanity. You will find a diary open on the floor. There is a receipt on Edgar's writing desk, a green bottle that is mostly full, an empty morphine bottle on the floor next to an emptied syringe. And if you want to look any further, you will need to make some spot hidden checks.
Yeah, I'll definitely make those spot hidden checks.
Okay.
Give that a try. I'm gonna push that one because I didn't succeed. And I succeeded.
Okay, and you see a scroll hidden beneath his bed.
I'm definitely gonna grab that.
All right, what all are you grabbing?
I would like the scroll, the receipt, and then I do want to see... let's see, you said there was a bottle of something.
There's
right?
a green bottle on the desk, and there is a empty morphine bottle on the floor.
And a syringe next to the morphine?
Yes.
Does it look like Edgar was injected, I guess?
How would you look for that?
I guess I would just look... Oh, man. I don't even know where I would look for that. I would just look and see, like, if there's any, like, blood patches or something odd like that.
Okay, we'll get right back to you. Charlie and Gertrude. Mason is quickly and somewhat methodically searching this room. What would you two like to do?
After you, Charlie.
Is there like a window that I can see out of somewhere?
You could go to the window with your torch.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
Well, I was just thinking that I would just keep watch, was my thought.
Okay. Boom. Give me a spot hidden roll for keeping watch. And Gertrude, what would you like to do?
I would like to look in the other room that Mason is not in.
Okay. Into the kitchen.
No, the other bedroom.
Oh, the other bedroom. Okay.
Yeah. The light is not on in there, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to be very careful of the torch.
Okay. It is empty. You see a well-made bed, a side table. You see a small chest that will probably hold clothes. It is all very neat and very organized. Clearly a man who was in the military for some time.
Close the door. And I would like then to look in the kitchen because the gendarme said there were 2 bodies in here.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Wait, so you just went to William's room and he was
just opened the door and peeked in. No, there's nothing in there except a neat, tidy room.
You gotta dig.
He said there were 2 bodies. And he wasn't gone for very long, so...
Yeah. So I will go into the kitchen and look for the other body if it's in the kitchen.
It is in the kitchen. I need to make a sanity roll.
Sure.
I'll keep him watch somewhere.
So, because as you walk in, you see a large man has dozens of stab wounds in his belly and back. A bloody knife is on the floor next to him. His shirt has been ripped open, and a large flap of skin has been cut from his back.
Ew.
The expression on his face is one of utmost horror.
All right. I will do my best to keep Charlie out of here.
All right. Did you make your sanity roll?
I did. I got a 45, and my sanity is currently higher than that.
All right. You still lose 1 point of sanity for the mutilation of this body.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I got it easy with the injected one.
Yes. And as you look, Mason, you see he has 2 puncture wounds. One, or fresh needle marks, I should say. There are dozens of needle marks on his left arm. However, there is a fresh one on his left arm. And then there is a single fresh one on the right arm.
Okay, so it looks like he may have drugged himself a little bit and a lot over time, but someone gave him a little extra this time. Okay. Interesting.
All right, and you are grabbing the scroll, the receipt, and what else, Mason?
The green bottle. What else was there? I know you said the morphine bottle that was empty, and then the syringe.
And a diary.
Yeah, I definitely want the diary.
Okay. So you can grab everything except for the morphine bottle.
Yeah, and can I just look at the receipt to see if it's worth taking? Like, does it say anything specific?
The receipt bears today's date, and it's from a local stationeer. So it is for sealing wax and fine parchment.
Sealing wax and fine parchment. I'm gonna commit the place to memory, and I'm gonna leave the receipt there.
Okay.
What is in the green bottle?
No.
What's in the green bottle?
You do not know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna investigate that one until we're out of here.
But you're bringing it with you?
Oh, for sure. But as soon as I grab all of those specific things, I leave fairly quickly.
Jenny, Gertrude, as she is kind of looking around, determines that your intelligence is decent enough to make this leap. William probably surprised whoever it was that gave Edgar the extra shot of morphine and was killed because of it. Because his death looks like a crime of expediency and passion and not of planning and, thought.
Okay. But it is weird, the flap on the back. That is unusual.
For you, yes, it is. Talk to the rest of these investigators.
Yeah, we've seen flayed corpses. And
Does the knife look like something he just grabbed out of the kitchen? Is it like a kitchen knife? Okay.
Yeah, it's a kitchen knife.
Okay.
All right. Charlie, what did you get on your spot hidden roll?
Not good.
Okay. You get a little distracted by everyone moving around, and you realize that the police are here.
Cool.
And you guys have one shot to get out the back.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely taking that shot to get out the back.
All right, everybody make a luck roll for me.
Okay.
Hard success.
No. I can't push luck rolls, can I?
You cannot push.
Does my hard success make up for her?
Can I use luck to...
No,
You cannot use luck. Gertrude, how'd you do?
I got a 51 out of 55.
Okay. Mason makes it out first, followed by Gertrude. Charlie, you are closing the door behind you, and you hear a shout from the police. Say, "Stop!" And you know that to be stop. And you guys take off. You have been seen, however, you are unsure how much they know. Do you guys just run back to the hotel?
Yes.
Or what?
Think where we're at.
Well, exactly. So if we're not there, they're going to be super suspicious.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, that's fair.
But I will definitely take some side detours, make sure no one knows exactly where I went. And I will make sure that she follows me to the T.
You guys race back to the hotel, unsure who is following you on your heels. You seem to be safe. You get back to the hotel. You find the room with Nellie and, the two rooms, as you are respectable people. With Nellie and Ricky, you race in, throw open the door, and presumably begin to tell them about what happened. And that is where we are going to stop for tonight.
Just going to throw it out there. I am not going to tell them exactly what happened, but I'm definitely going to hide the stuff and tell Ricky, dude, keep this one a secret. And I know he will, because he's sketchy.
Awesome. All right, this is where we will pick up next week with Lily and Ricky, and you guys deciding what are you going to do here in Lausanne with the death of the Wellington brothers, and whether or not you'll be able to escape custody or actually find out what has happened. So, thank you all for watching. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you, Jenny, so much for joining us tonight. It was wonderful that you were able to do so. We really appreciate it. And we are so excited for you to join us here on the Horror on the Orient Express.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Spot. Thank you.
Yay! And so, I just want to thank everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you to the watchers, to all of our viewers. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. You keep us going every single week here on Monday nights and on Fridays with It Gets Worse, Adventures in Gevercan. And for all of those of you who joined us tonight, we have a special announcement. Tomorrow, we will be back here on the Iconic Production channel playing Jackals. This is a game written by J.M. DeFoge, who was in the chat tonight. Also, you see him as a GM often on the Ulysses International channel that we link here with the Iconic Production channel. And he wrote this game, guys. It's super exciting. It is being released. It has gotten reviews, and we are so excited to hype it up and to play it and present it to you all as the awesome game that it is. It is wildly exciting to know that this is happening. And so if you are interested in keeping up with us, in watching this show, in watching Jackals, in watching the Ulysses channel, in watching Adventures in Gevercan, It Gets Worse, the 5th edition D&D game, please consider supporting us. You can do so by subscribing to either our Iconic Twitch channel or our YouTube channel. You can follow us on our podcast. You can see us on Twitter and Instagram. And if you really like what we're doing, feel free to hop over to Patreon and support us there. We can't do any of this without you, and we love to do it. We find it quite enjoyable, and hope you guys do too. Thanks again to Kelly Peck, who made our beautiful frames. Thank you again to JD and Phantom of Truth, who kept us going. Thank you to JM for giving me that docent word, because I spaced on that one. And if you guys are interested, we also, our podcasts that we release are on 13th Age and Glorantha. We like games here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we do. So check out Chaosium for more Cthulhu products. They have free stuff along with solo adventures. And Osprey is the company that is releasing Jackals here in February. That's this month. It is so exciting. So thank you again to everyone. We appreciate it. And we hope you all have a wonderful week and have a good night. See ya.